And welcome to Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School for MVC football action between the visiting Lowell Red Raiders and your Dracut Middies. The Middies come into the night 2-3 on a two-game winning streak. Both wins were on the road, first against Boston Latin in a thrilling 34-33 win at Roberto Clemente Field in Boston. And last week, over at Veterans Stadium in historic Lawrence, the Middies came out a 19-14 victor. Meanwhile, the visiting Red Raiders are led onto the field by Coach Scott Boyle and a host of former Red Raider greats on his coaching staff. The Red Raiders are 0-5, having lost last week to Chelmsford 32-14. The captains are about to march out to midfield for the coin toss. Representing, the Middies do not have any official captains, but leading the team out onto the field, number 14, quarterback Evan Dunker, number 21, running back Owen French, number 2, Benjamin DeJesus, a wide receiver running back, and number 54, Josh Kuzer, an offensive lineman. Meanwhile, representing the Lowell Red Raiders, their captains are Samuel Ansa, Jack Casey, and Nai Tate Larte. Teams have been shown the coin, and it has been appears to be won by Lowell. They are electing to, it looks like they're electing to defend. Lowell declined the toss, deferred to the second half. Looks like they will be kicking off to the Middies, who will defend the south end zone, although maybe it's the west. Never bring a compass to these games. Coach Boyle for Lowell returns to the Lowell Red Raiders sidelines after a long, I won't say vacation, after a long absence. Some dozen years ago, Coach Boyle was given the option, was given a referendum, shall we say. He was told he couldn't coach both the men's basketball team and the football team. And so, begrudgingly, he left the football sidelines and took the basketball job. And then took his football talents to Bentley University, where he was the defensive coordinator. Now for our national anthem, played by the Dracut Middies. now the Middies coach Trevor Knight is giving last-minute instructions to his middies, while Scott Boyle's on the other sideline giving some last-minute encouragement to his Red Raiders team, which, as I said earlier, is looking for its first victory of the 2024 football season. Kicking off for the Red Raiders looks to be number 8. Benjamin Durkin. Durkin's kick is away down the right side, far side, picked up about the 15-yard line and brought upfield. Some dancing by the middies. Can't see who had the ball. He's thrown back to the turf at about the 20-yard line. The ball carrier appeared to be number 22, Michael Collins. Durkin in a quarterback. Looks like he's got Owens Arista back in the backfield with him. And we'll get the line calls to you as soon as we can identify who's playing line this week. Middies have had injuries throughout. Jethro Jackson wide to the near side. Ball on the far hash mark. Middies in shotgun. Quick handoff to, I believe it's Owen French. He's stopped for no gain on the play. Yes, it was French, so no gain on the play. Maybe looks to be a loss of about 2, so they placed the ball originally at the 22-yard line. He was stopped at the 20-yard line. 2nd and 12, Middies. Middies again.
We have access.
Jackson wide to the side. Duel there. Dunker looks, he rolls out. He looks like he's going to get sacked. No, he runs. He's across the 20, he's across the 25, across the 30, where he's knocked out of bounds by number 1, Anthony Perez. Not before he gets a Middies first down. Just enough for that first down. Gets out to the 32-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the 32 for the Middies, their own 32. Red Raiders appear to be in a base 4-3 defense, 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers, leaving them with 4 defensive backs. Middies show 4 receiver set, 3 to the wide side, 1 to the near side. Man in motion. Dunker looks, stays looking to his left. And throws it over the head of number 4, Andrew Barrios. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for the Middies. Ball at the 32. Shotgun formation remains 3-1 split. Hands it off to Owen French, cuts up. French trips as he gets across the 30, probably for no gain, maybe a gain of 1 at most. He had open field. They're going to give him 1 yard, so it's now going to be 3rd down and about 9 from the 33 for the Middies. Dunker gets the call from Trevor Knight, pulls his team back into a huddle. Red Raiders show their defense right off the bat. The only cluster is on the linebackers and how they're going to move around. Some switching by the Red Raiders defensive backfield. Shotgun. Owen French going to block. Dunker gets outside. He's going to roll out. He's got wide open fair. He's across the 50 to about the 47-yard line, maybe 49. Yes, they're going to give him out and push him out at the 50-yard line, it looks like. So that's a Middies first down. 1st and 10 from midfield for the Middies. 10-10 to go in the first quarter. So it appears the offense right now is Dunker and whoever goes with him. 3 wide to this side now. Dunker Owen French tripped up in the backfield. Who is that down lineman? That looks like number 72. Vincent Van, 5'11", 225-pound defensive tackle, knocks him down. Loss of about 2 yards on the play. Dunker comes over, gets the play from Trevor Knight. Trevor Knight goes back into the huddle. Obvious passing down. 3 receivers to this wide side, 1 receiver to the back side. Almost had a wide receiver line up off sides. Luckily he was paying attention. Man in motion to the far side. Dunker's going to pull it up, needs to tuck it. He's across the 45. He's crossed down to the 40. First down, Middies. Offense is Dunker, Dunker, Dunker. Ball placed down at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, Middies. 9:13 to go, and clock is rolling. I'd say if you're Scott Boyle, he should be telling one of his linebackers or safeties to shadow Dunker. 1st and 10. He fakes the handoff, rolls a little right, looks again. He's under pressure. He's going down. He throws it in the grasp, but we have a flag in the play. I expect holding on the Middies, and they're going to place the ball down at the 49-yard line. So I would expect that if it's against the Middies, the flag will be picked up, and the Red Raiders will take the loss and the loss of down, put in the Middies in 2nd and long. Referee is talking to Boyle. Indications to Boyle. Boyle signals, waves his arms across his chest, declining the penalty. He's going to take the yardage. And it's holding against the Middies, as I expected. So it'll be 2nd and about 21. 2nd and 21 for the Middies. Jackson to the narrow side here. 3 receivers to the wide side left. Owen French remains the single back. Shotgun. Dunker, Dunker pulls it back. Dunker goes around again. He's looking. He's going to be knocked out of bounds for another loss. A loss of about 5 more yards. Make it 6. Middies are moving backwards now. Middies need to get their blocking assignments down to give him some time. Or you just need to do run protection and have him continue to run the football. It's 3rd down and 27 for the Middies. Ball's back at their own 45-yard line now. Chad Vigent goes to the far side, outside the hash. Jackson to this near side. Nathan Rom to the near side as well. Owen French. Oh, he takes off again. He's going to cut. He's going to duke and dunk. Oh, they're trying to rip at the football. He gets back to about his own 49, but that's about it before he's taken down by a host of Red Raiders led by number 2, Ned Occasion, and number 54, Emmanuel Trinidad. Middies will be, I expect, will be punting away from their own 49-yard line. Going back to receive the punt is number 4 for the Red Raiders, Kelvin Amankwa. Dunker to punt. Ball at his own 35. Oh no, he's taken off. He's going to try to run for it. He's not getting it. He gets the ball to about the 45. The Red Raider 45, so that's where they'll turn it over. Gain of about 6 when he needed about 26. So I don't know if that was a planned call or whether it was just an ad lib on Dunker's part. But it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Ball at their own 45. 7:37 to go in the first quarter. Single back set, 2 wide receivers to each side of the field. quick pass. Batted down, but number 12 comes up with the football on the catch. That is Joshua Boucher, a sophomore. 6 foot, 160 pound wide receiver, playing quarterback for the Red Raiders. I think it's net occasion.
False start.
No, correction. It's Jack Casey is the quarterback. Senior 6'3", 165. False start called against the Red Raiders. And they're going to march him back. Nope, they're going to spot the football at the 49. And so it now will be second down and looks to be about 6. Multiple men in motion.
Bump right.
And number 1 takes it around the end. He's got some room to run. That was Anthony Perez on the carry. Not before the Red Raiders get a first down. Casey. Quick hitter. Oh, they stop him short. So it will be, said it was 2nd and 10. That's not right.
The field hockey team will be having a raffle over the snack shack, and also the snack shack is open.
It would be 2nd, and it looks to be, first down marker appears to be at the 24. Ball is at the 33-yard line. Oh no, 28-yard line, so about 4 yards. Middies get blocked off the play, straight up the middle. A host of middies are going to try to tackle him, but I don't know if he didn't get the first down before they got him down to the ground. Carry was by number 3, Joshua Amankwa. They placed the ball at about the 22-yard line, it appears. So it is a Red Raider first down. 5:11 to go in the first quarter. It is showing blitz, trying to make the Raiders jump. Casey at quarterback, single back set, quick pass. He gets it out to the sidelines. I think he knocked him out of bounds, but they're not blowing the whistle, so apparently he did not step on the line, and that pass is for a Red Raider first down. Pass was 2. Can't tell. You can't read silver on white. Looks to be perhaps number 2, a net occasion with the catch. They're placing the ball at about the 11-yard line. Inside the 11, maybe it is really the 10. First and goal, so it's got to be on the 9. Casey fakes the hands the ball. Sweep, touchdown, Red Raiders. Number 1, Anthony Perez around the left side of the offensive line to the Middies' right defensive end. Nobody could get around that corner to stop him. And so the Red Raiders have a 6-0 lead here at 4:06 of the first quarter on Beaudry Field. PAT pending. Looks like they're going to go, I think they're going for 2. I don't see a kicker out there. I don't see a T on the ground. And now based on the formation, yeah, there's no holder. They're going for 2. Try to extend this lead to 8. Straight up the middle. Middies have nothing there. Easy peasy through the middle. Anthony Perez straight up the middle for a touchdown. So at 4:06 of the first quarter, it's Red Raiders 8, Dracut Midi 0. Kickoff pending. There's a saying about a wounded dog, you need to be careful of them, and these Red Raiders, I think, came into tonight's game wounded, having lost convincingly to every single opponent. The Middies, meanwhile, continue to look for their first home victory of the 2024 football season as Trevor Knight and his coaching staff try to rebuild. And we've got kickoff coming away. They kick it down to that left side again. Ball's going to bounce. Looks like Owen French. He's coming wide. He cuts back up the middle. He needs to tuck it in there. Oh, and there should be a flag after that whistle was well. No call. I'm not keen on that. Look to be number 12, Kyle Lozano, sophomore wide receiver, bringing back the ball. And no, there was no penalty on the play. I heard the whistle, and there was at least 5 seconds between that whistle blowing and them throwing Lozano to the ground. And so, Raiders will start 1st and 10 ball at the 20-yard line. Quick pass out to the flat, and they throw him out again. Who was on that reception? Looks to be number 3 for the Middies. Owens Arister with his second catch of the evening. The tight end gets out to about the 26-yard line, gain of 6, so it'll be 2nd and 4. .334 to go in the first quarter and counting. Handoff. Frenchie around the left side. He's going to get maybe a yard before he's thrown out of bounds. So it'll be 3rd down and short, probably about 3. Let's see where they spot the ball. Looks like they're not going to give him too much of a gain. They give him out to the 27-yard line. Needs to get to the 30 for a first down, so it is 3rd down and 3, 3:06 and counting in the first quarter. Jethro Jackson out to this wide side. He's going to be joined by 2 more receivers. Looks like Chad Vidgen is getting the middle position. He's going to line up to cover the end so you don't have an illegal formation. What do we have? Timeout, Red Raiders. Timeout, Red Raiders here in the first quarter, 2:30 to go. So that we'll take a quick recess while the Middies and Red Raiders get on the right page with their coaches. You're watching Dracut Access Television's coverage of Dracut Middies football here at Beaudry Field. So the Middies head back to the line of scrimmage after talking with Coach Knight. Red Raiders come out. They spread the defense out. Triple wide receivers. Looks like Vidgen is up. 2 receivers back. He's going to look for, who's he looking for? He's going to look to get out of the way. High stepping, no chance. He's dropped for a loss of about 6. by number 11, Seth Lai. He needs to make quicker decisions than that. It's become brutally obvious. Looks like the ball will be placed back at the 15-yard line. Correction, so it'll be 4th and 15. Middies will be punting away. So Middies continue to have problems with pass protection. Run protection's okay, but they're not getting much unless it's a dunker ad lib. Snap is high. Gets it away. It's a line drive kick. Middies are down there. They're going to take it. Number 4 is going up the right side. He's got clear sailing unless a Middy gets over there and hits him. Oh, yeah, we got it. At about the 10-yard line. He's knocked out of bounds. Cannot see that far to see who knocked him out of bounds. Looks to be number 13, I believe, Avion Romero, who saved a touchdown, but not before you had a approximately 35-yard return to the Middies' 10-yard line. No, 5. Oh no. We got a penalty on the Red Raiders, so this is coming back.
It looks to be on the Red Raiders, and that ball will be coming back.
So the ball will be placed at the Middies' 45-yard line, 1st and 10 Red Raiders. 1:29 to go in the first quarter here at Beaudry Field. You're watching MVC football action. Dracut High School hosting the visiting Lowell Red Raiders. Quick shotgun snap, sweep out. Nice tackle. No gain there. Number 4. It's taken down by number 9. Dimitri Torres on the tackle. Kelvin Amankwa on the reception, gain of 0 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 10 Middies. 2nd and 10 Red Raiders. Here with just over a minute remaining in the first quarter. Clock is running. Shotgun again, single back set. Triple wide receivers to the far side of the field. 1 wide receiver to the near side for the Red Raiders. Casey at quarterback. He's going to look wide side. He gets it out there. Who's going to tackle? Oh, first down Red Raiders. They get caught in the wash. Number 16 appears to be on that reception. But I'm going to guess it's 15, Colin Christensen. Sophomore, 6'3", 185-pound tight end. They got height. They don't have much weight. Middies coming up. There. Snap, they step back, and they're going to go around the end. He tries to cut it back up the middle where he's met. Kuza pushes down a lineman, number 54, Emmanuel Trinidad, as he came back for that. So ball appears to have gotten about 3 yards forward. We got another timeout. Oh no, it's the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter complete here at Beaudry Field, it's Red Raiders 8, Dracut Middies 0. You're watching MVC football action from Beaudry Field. Ball is on the Middies' 30-yard line as we get ready to start the second quarter. 12-minute quarters here in MVC action. Looks like number 17, Chad Bidget, will be the deep safety on the play. The near corner, I think, is number 1, Jethro Jackson. Oh, almost jumped off sides there. Casey in shotgun. He hands it off, up the middle again. Number 1 on the carry, Anthony Perez, where he's taken down by number 84, Daniel Jakes, or Jacques, Jacqueus. In the middle of that Middies defensive line is Sean Dignan, the senior defensive lineman. Oh, they're going to measure, see if he got the first down. I was wondering what the delay was. I think you're going to find I think it's going to be short, actually. Looks to be a foot short. So it'll be third down and a foot for the Red Raiders. 11:41 to go in the second quarter. Clock should start immediately on the referee's whistle, I believe. Casey appears to be getting ready to go under center for the first time tonight. Middies don't stick that middle. He's going to take an easy run there. They're creeping up a little. I think he's trying to get the easy yardage, trying to induce a Middies penalty of offsides. He's going to call it again, single back set. Casey has the ball, Middies strike up. It's going to be a sweep. Oh, through the arm tackle, through another arm tackle. Number 3, Joshua Amqua with the first down, Red Raiders. Ball's going to be placed at about the 17-yard line, it appears. So a gain of about 5 or 6 on the play. Middies need to tackle with their full bodies. Can't just arm tackle them. It's not your father trying to pick on you as a small child, tease you as a small child, or your uncle. This is real football, real high school football here. And so shotgun, Casey back in the shotgun, single back set to his right. Triple wide receivers to the right side. He's going to throw to the short side, and he overthrows. That ball was way high. That looks like a jump pass Boyle would love to see on a basketball court, not on the football field. Pass was to number 12, Joshua Boucher. Middies had a chance at an interception, perhaps, if they could have read the pass trajectory a little better. Red Raiders continue in the 3 wides to this near side, single wide receiver to the left side. Boucher is all alone with a single safety. Looks to be Jackson out there. Single back set. Middies trying to get it. Handoff this time. Kuza appears to have the tackle, but not before a gain of about 4. No, it was Cabrera Gonzalez. Jules Cabrera Gonzalez with the tackle. He's carried for about 4 yards. Ball will be placed at about the 15-yard line. Third and 6 for the Red Raiders. Long 6, short 7, we'll say. Boucher now appears to be going to the opposite side of the field. Short side, they're going to go twin wide receivers to the far side. 2 men in motion. They're going to reset and cover up the tight end. Tackle, sweep right. Middies get blown out of that hole again. Now it's a fight. Looks more like a rugby scrum. Perez barrels through the Middies defense again, but this time a gang tackle stops him about 2 yards short. Ball will be placed at about the 11-yard line. Needs to get just inside the 9 for a first down. 4th down and 2. Red Raiders going to show some city tough. Yes, they're bringing in some big linemen here. I think that's Mamadi Kamara, number 75, 6 foot, 350-pound defensive tackle in there. They're going to run behind Kamara if they need to. Oh, he's going to line up at fullback. And he's just going to blow. Oh, yes, Middies stop him. They get around Mamadi. Not this time. Kamara can't get there fast enough. They run around him. So good play call by Boyle. Better execution by the Middies. And they stop the Red Raiders driving for a first down. 8:47 to go in the second quarter. Middies will take the ball at about the 10-yard line. Their own 10-yard line. 90 yards to pay dirt in the first touchdown of the night for them. Can they do it? Middies need better blocking and better execution. And they got a single wide to this side, twins wide to that side, man in motion. They try a reverse. No, a pass, ball's up in the air. Oh, did he come down with it? Yes, it's a catch. Who had that ball? Is that Vigent? Chad Vigent. Double check. Still trying to follow. Nope, it was Jethro Jackson. No Jackson 5, but nice way to keep his head in the lights. Catches it between his legs based on the way Coach Knight is signaling on that sideline with a big smile on his face. So ball's out to the 47, gain of 37. Trips to the far side of the field, single back set, handoff. No gain by Frenchie. Owen French stopped for no gain. Middies need to do some better blocking. Frenchie can certainly run if given the opportunity, but he needs to get his engine running first. So 2nd and 10 for the Middies. Ball at their own 47-yard line. 7:50 and counting in the second quarter. Dunker gets the call from Trevor Knight, runs back to the formation. Gives the team the play call. And coming out to this near side is Owens Arrester. Trips to the narrow side again. Owen French, they're single. Dunker looking to throw. He's got sweet feet. Oh, he throws it just up in the air. No receiver there. That should be yes, intentional grounding. The flag comes out. Loss of down, loss of yards. All the receivers took off. Nobody stayed there for that pass. Dunker needs to make a quicker decision, or they need to run quicker routes. It's what we've said about the New England Patriots most of the season. Intentional grounding is the call. Loss of down. And are they going to march it off? They are going to march it off. So ball was at the 44-yard line. They mark it back to the 39-yard line. So it'll be 2nd or 3rd down.
It's not 3rd down. Oh, we lose it down. We lose it down.
Need to get to the 43-yard line on the other side. So there's 7 and 11. That's 18 yards. Trips here. He's got, what do we have? False start on the Middies, so back him up 5 more yards. Middies going in the wrong direction. So 2nd and about 26, 25. Let's see where they spot the ball. Ball is at the 34-yard line. So there's 16 yards to get 50 there, and 7 is 23. So Middies going in the wrong direction. Dunker, what does Knight give to Dunker to make this happen? Chad Vigent coming out to the wide side. He's on the yard marker. Single wide that side. Owen French, the single back set. Ball is low. He hands it off to Owen French. French is going to be, he's going to get around the end. That is not a horse collar. Nope, apparently not. He gets over the 35 to about the 36, where he's brought down relatively easily. So it will be 4th down and a long 21 yards to go. Middies should be punting. This should be the first legitimate punt of the night, as they faked. No, they've had 2 punts already. One was a fake. The other one was a short punt to about the 45. Man down at the 35. Tried to get it away. Gets a nice high kick. And they yell poison, and he gets just past the 1st down marker, where Chad Vigent will down the ball at about the Middy 30. Red Raider 37, my correction. 1st and 10, 5:53 to go in the second quarter here at Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School. This is NBC action. Middies versus Lowell Red Raiders. And so 1st and 10. Casey will stay in the shotgun. He has a single back to his right-hand side, triples to this side. No wide receivers to the far short side of the field. Casey's going to try to, gets by Kuza. Kuza needs to get back in there, and they stack him up at about the 40-yard line. So he gets about 2 yards, maybe 3 on the play. It'll be 2nd and about 7. Nope, they mark him out at the 42, so it'll be 2nd and about 6. Middies run number 13 onto the field, Avion Romero. He's going to be on the wide side of the field as a corner. Number 4 on this side is the wide corner, Andrew Barrios. Oh, that's a false start on the wide receiver. That's no hide in that one. Number 15, Colin Christensen. You can't hide a 6'3", 185-pound tight end when he's all alone out here. So they'll march him back. Should be 5 yards to about the 38-yard line. So back to the original line of scrimmage. Middies trying to find their positioning. You got a deep safety here. Number 1, Jethro Jackson. He's deep. He's stepping back again. Casey fakes, throws it across the middle, right to where Jackson was. Chad Vigent on the tackle, but not before they get it out to about the 47-yard line, just short of the first down. Oh no, they're giving him the first down. They're marking it out at the 48. I thought he was a yard shorter than that, but apparently my eyes deceived me. So Raiders 1st and 10, ball at their own 48-yard line. They're driving with 4:17 to go in the second quarter. Looking to expand on their 8-0 lead. Middy's getting blown off the line. Wide. Cuts it back up the middle. Who makes that tackle? So Anthony Perez on the carry. Benjamin DeJesus on the tackle, but before the Red Raiders get another first down. Ball's now at the Middies 40-yard line. 3:52 and counting. Middies are severely outsized on the defensive line against these behemoths from the Lowell Red Raiders. Even a shift isn't going to help. And it's Romero again. Perez again, he goes over the left side, gets down to about the 34-yard line, perhaps the 33-yard line. Let's see where they mark him. They're going to give him the 34. Well, just over the 35, just outside the 34, so we'll go with 34 and 3/4. 2nd and about 5. Casey gets the call from the backfield, single back set. 2 wide receivers on this near side, single wide receiver to the far side, short side. He's going to hand it off again. Perez tries to cut it up, cuts it through. Middy's got nobody tackling. Number 9 on the tackle. So Joshua Ankwa on the carry. Dimitri Torres on the tackle, but not before another Red Raiders first down. Ball's at the 16-yard line, it looks. 1st and 10. Handoff again. Perez there. He's thrown to the ground. Maybe a loss of yardage. We'll see. Perez got nothing on that. Oh, no. Amankwa on the carry for no gain. 2nd and 10. Middies need to suddenly find some size. Casey in shotgun, takes the snap, rolls right, looks, rolls right some more, throws wide and outside. outside the pylon. That ball was intended for a short wide receiver. That was to number 4. Angmakwa, 5'8", 160. Needed to be about 6'6" to catch that one. Dunker coming in to play deep safety, it looks like now. Middies on the far side. 2 middies are slow to get to the line as the outside backers. And again, Perez, he's taking it up the middle. He's fighting. Middies have a host of tacklers there. They get him at about the 10-yard line and try to push him back. Let's see where forward progress takes him. Where are they marking him? At the 11 it appeared. No. Ball's, the rear of the football is on the 11. Yeah, we'll go with the 11. Maybe it's square on the 11. Need to get inside the 5 to about the 4 for a first down here on 4th down. Can the Middies stop him again? No big man package this time from Boyle. Clock running 51:50. Inside 50 seconds. They're going to maybe let it wind down as far as they can before Boyle calls a timeout. There is a play clock, but it doesn't show anywhere in here. Yeah, Boyle's waiting for the timeout, and he calls it there at 33 seconds to go in the second quarter. So, both teams will go to their sidelines, get some encouragement, get some direction, and we'll see what they're going to do here on 4th down and a long 6. Looks like the ball's at the 12, and the first down marker's inside the 4. So that's 8.25 yards they need. They have 2 kickers on their roster, according to this. Gabriela Santos, number 25, a junior 5'4", 145-pound kicker, is out there. What are they going to do? Where are they going to go with their Ben Durkin, 5'10", 175, junior? Nope, they don't fear the Middies. Oh no, they do. Well, they are going to go for that kick. Durkin appears to go for the field goal. Ball's placed at the 18-yard line, so it's a 28-yard boot. That ball is up and no good, wide left. So the Middies staunch. The Red Raiders advances, and they'll take over the ball at their 12-yard line here with 28 seconds to go in the second quarter, trailing 8-0. Let's see what Coach Trevor Knight has up his sleeve. So 1st and 10. Something doesn't make sense. That kick was no good. So they're putting the ball at the 20-yard line. So apparently I don't know high school rules. I thought it would be at the spot of the kick or spot of the line of scrimmage, but I am wrong. And it looks like the Middies are just going to go into a prevent. And yes, it's a kneel down for Dunker, and they're going to go into the half, trailing 8-0 here at Beaudry Field. You're watching MVC football action. The Dracut Middies hosting the visiting Lowell Red Raiders. Middies are 2-3. The Red Raiders are 0-5, looking for their first win in enemy territory. We'll be back after a few minutes of halftime entertainment by the Dracut High School Middies marching bands.
Enjoy the Dracut High School marching band. up to the Dracut High School marching band in color guard, Dwindles Cooper. Especially number 32, keep on coming. We'll back on the sideline, buddy.
And we're back for second half action here at Beaudry Field. At the half, the Middies trail 8-0 to the winless Lowell High School Red Raiders, led by Coach Scott Boyle. Hopefully the Middies got some good advice at halftime and can come out and play hard-nosed football. They're severely overmatched or oversized on the line. Lowell, when they need a monster package, are bringing out number 75, Mamadi Kamara, a 6-foot, 350-pound offensive and defensive lineman. He's 85 pounds heavier than any other man on the Red Raiders roster. Middies to kick off. They pooch kick it. Ball's taken at about the 35-yard line. He's dinking and dunking. He gets out to about the 48-yard line before he's pulled down. That tackle looked to be made by number 12, Kyle Lozana. So it'll be 1st and 10 Red Raiders from their own 48-yard line. Red Raiders are predominantly playing out of the shotgun with number 12. No, I take that back. Number 10, Jack Casey at quarterback. Single back set. They continue this wide to the right, one to the narrow side. They're going to hand off. He's going to go sweeping back up the middle. He breaks a couple of tackles. Nice spin. He's over the 40. He's down to about the 35, where we're going to get a rugby scrum before he's brought down by a host of middies. Carry was made by number 1, Anthony Perez. In the middle of that scrum, where Owens Arister, Andrew Berrios, Dimitri Torres, and about 8 others. Same formation, nobody to the wide left. Hand off again. He's going to the left this time. He's going to cut it back up the middle as he spins. He gets across the 30 to about the 28-yard line before he's brought down. So ball was at the 36-yard line. Ball's down to about the 28-yard line. Gain of about 8. 2nd down and 2 coming up for the Red Raiders. 11:03 to go in the third quarter. Same split. Wide and left, right and left. Quick handoff. Casey gets out of there. Oh, he's going to break it up the side again. Anthony Perez with another long gain for the Red Raiders. He's got it inside the 20. Ball's going to be placed at about the 10-yard line. Ball's going to be at the 11 or 12-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10. They can get a first down without a touchdown. Middies' best defensive efforts have been with their back against the goal line, but they did allow that 1 touchdown to the Red Raiders earlier in this game. Two men in motion. They get set. Casey signals to his back. Fake. He dinks and dunks. That looks like a busted play. Perez is brought down for a loss of about 1 or 2. Can't tell if he was just lying there pissed off or whether he got hurt. He's going to come out to the sidelines. Casey comes out to talk to his offensive coordinator. So he's standing on the sidelines getting, I think, Joe Harris is the offensive coordinator. Can't tell. And so ball will be placed at the 13-yard line, it appears. 2nd down and about 11 or 12. No shotgun this time. He's under center. They're going to blast up the middle. Oh, they knock him back for another loss. They try to sweep play with Joshua Amankwa on that carry. He's going to lose about a yard, so the Red Raiders are moving backwards again. I like the call to go under center. But again, you have to be used to it. If you've always gone from the shotgun, that's a complaint that you hear at all levels of football. So the play comes in from the sidelines. The big man, number 15. Colin Christensen, the 6'3" tight end, is wide to the right side. Man in motion, number 11. Seth Lyde on the left side. Shotgun formation. Man in motion. Comes back, fakes the handoff. Oh, he gets out of there. Casey's going to run for it. Casey gets knocked out of bounds by number 5 for the Middies. There is no number 5. It must be Owens Arrester. 3s and 5s look an awful lot alike when you're trying to read it off of a powder blue jersey. So ball will be placed. Now where are we going?
Middies defense.
So it'll be 4th down. It appears to be 4th down and looks to be about 9 yards to go. Ball is at the 10-yard line. Shotgun formation with Casey. Trips, man in motion, right to left. They've got him out there. Oh, wide open, touchdown, Red Raiders. Anthony Perez goes out to the wide side. Nobody went with him. They played soft off the line, gave him an easy touchdown with 8:16 to go in the third quarter. Lead extended to 14-0 with a PAT pending here from Beaudry Field. This is a football education for the Middies. Boyle, for those of us who are closer to my age, played for the University of Lowell Chiefs, now the University of Massachusetts Lowell, back in the late 80s, early 90s. Straight up the middle, 2-point conversion is good. Casey takes it himself, I believe. Yes, that looks to be Casey. So the lead is extended to 16-0 Red Raiders with 8:16 to go in the third quarter. Boyle was a star defensive back for Coach Dennis Scannell back when most football players from the Merrimack Valley drove across the river to UMass Lowell North or UMass Lowell South, got their education, and then visited Colley Stadium, home of the Lowell Red Raiders and then the University of Lowell Chiefs, and won the NEFC, New England Football Conference Championships, year after year, challenged by Bridgewater State among many. And a smattering of those players are now coaches in the MVC, led by Robbie Aylward over at Tewksbury High School, who's the offensive coordinator for his brother Brian. Boyle at Lowell. Kick is away. Taken going forward at about the 15-yard line. He's going to put it up, bring it up the middle. He's going to break it out to about the 35-yard line. Return was by number 12. Kyle Lozano, the sophomore, gets it out to the 35. No heights and weights for the Middies, but he looks to be about $135 if I had to guess. So 1st and 10. What's Trevor Knight's first call going to be in the second half for offense? Shotgun formation, triple wide receivers to this near side, single wide receiver to the left. Looks like a blitz coming around end. He steps up, he throws. Oh, he overthrows. He had him in the seam. Number 3. Owens Aristo, the tight end, was his intended receiver. The senior cannot come down with it. Ball was a little high. Would have been close to a first down if he had caught it. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line of the Middies. Middies go to the huddle. Red Raiders show their base 4-3 defense. So they'll have 4 defensive backs. What will the Middies do? They fake a handoff. Dunker's going to take it. He's going to direct traffic. He's going to get the first down and more. He's across the 50, across the 45, down to about the 41-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, but not before he gets a Middies first down. So ball, yes, placed just inside the 41-yard line. Now it's moved back, so the ball is on the 41-yard line. So when you have big linemen, you force them to run, you take it to the outside, you hope the safeties and the linebackers can't pursue. And Dunker seems to be finding that is the easiest play for this Middies offense, to run. Twin wide receivers to this near side. Ball, Owen French up the middle. He gets about 3 yards on the carry. Ball will be placed, I think, at the 37-yard line. Yes, so gain of 4, 2nd and 6 coming up for the Middies. Need to get to the 31-yard line for a first down. Trevor Knight jogs out to talk to Dunker at the center circle. Jogs back to the sideline. Dunker brings the play to the huddle. We got Chad Vigent coming out to this near side. All alone. He's on the numbers. Twins to the far side. Single back. He doesn't look to hand it off this time. He's looking to throw. He throws it across the middle. Again, Owens Aristo drops the football. That was a little easier. He had the first down if he could have caught it, but no dice there. So it'll be 3rd and about 6 for the Middies. Dunker comes over to talk to Kyle. Trevor Knight. Ben DeJesus jogs into the huddle. Coming out of the huddle is Jethro Jackson. No, correction. That's number 4. Andrew Berrios. What's he got up his sleeve now? I think it's going to be a quarterback keeper. He's probably going to go around that right side, which seems to be the most successful play for him. Vigent coming out to the numbers again, lining up. Checks with the official. He's on sides. Weak snap. Oh, fake. Dunker dancing. He's dancing on the ceiling. He's inside the 35. He's got first down. He's got to hold on to that football. Gets it into the 29-yard line, but not before he gets a Middies first down. 1st and 10 Middies. Ball at the 29-yard line. Dunker tried to hit it to the official. He wasn't paying attention. That wouldn't have been good, hitting the ref in the back of the head. So, Dunker and Knight talk. Get the play in. Knight walks back to the sidelines. Dunker walks back to the huddle. What do we got brewing now? Jethro Jackson out to that far side. Needs to hustle out there. Kind of lackadaisical. He's looking deep. Dunker's going to step up. He's going to lose about 2, so that's officially a sack. He had defensive linemen and linemen at his feet. He didn't have much he could do to dance there. Couldn't get rid of the ball. He was in the pocket. There was nobody wide open and nobody he could really overthrow to get his arm into it. He's certainly no Drake May for size. So we have a 2nd and 10. Ball at the Middies at the Red Raider 29-yard line. Dunker, shotgun formation, French to his right. Oh, almost gives up the football. Gain of about maybe a yard. Whistle is blown very quickly when he hits that line. At least I think that was Owen French. Nope, I was wrong. appears to be number 2, Benjamin DeJesus, with that carry. Wasn't a clean. Oh, we got a penalty on the defense. So they mark off 5 yards. Middies now have a shorter field. It's 3rd and about 5, maybe 4.5. Duncan gets the call from Trevor Knight. Jethro Jackson out to the wide side. Trevor, Chad Vigent to the near side. Fakes it off. Oh no. Oh, and French is dropped for a loss of about 5 on the play. Quick handoff was not there. They were blitzing. Pass blitz or run blitz. Either way, it's a loss of 5. 4th down and about 10 now to go for the Middies. Field goal is absolutely out of the question. I don't know that the Middies have anybody that can kick a PAT, or yeah, can kick a field goal of about 45 yards. I'm not sure they have a kicker off a tee who can kick it 45 yards, unfortunately. They might need to talk to the Middies soccer team to see if they've got somebody to help them out on Friday nights. Man in motion, they're going to go for it, I think. Fake it, throws it, a boot. Oh, he overthrows his receiver. Looked like a Keyshawn Booty from Keyshawn Booty pass. Middies first, yeah, right. Patriots' first touchdown of last weekend's game against the Houston Texans there. Jethro Jackson was the intended receiver. He overthrew him by about 2 yards, so it's a turnover on downs for your Middies. So it'll be 1st and 10, Red Raiders ball at their own 30. 3:39 to go in the 3rd quarter here at Beaudry Field. Not sure what this formation is, unless the Middies Middies stay on offense. It said 4th down, so apparently something happened, and we missed we didn't calculate the plays correctly. So now it is 4th down. Blitz coming. Has to get away from the ball. He throws it to his wide receiver. Ball's in the ground. No good. That ball was intended for number 3, Owens Arister. So now it will be a turnover on downs for the Middies. So apparently that penalty, they didn't reset the down marker. So they actually had 2 plays. First pass was intended for a touchdown, but just a little long. Second play was intended to be a just to get me the first down play. Coaches on the sideline discussing with the linemen. Cole Tierney-Honan getting an earful from the coach on the sidelines. Talk about players who were on those UMass Lowell, University of Lowell football teams. Jay Honan, Cole's dad, was one of those offensive linemen for, I think maybe a tight end for Dennis Scannell at Lowell. And a Middies star here. Oh, they're going to take it to the, oh no, he runs out of bounds. Gets around the end again. Perez on that carry. Oh, but we have a penalty apparently back at the line of scrimmage, so this is coming all the way back. Delay a game? Nope. Apparently it's holding on the Red Raiders. So march it back to the jog it back to the line of scrimmage, mark it back 10 yards, and now it's 1st and 20 for the Red Raiders. Ball will be placed at their own 27-yard line. Middies need to account for that play, account for the sweep around left end, which has been gouging them all night. Shotgun snap. Casey hands it off. Takes it up the middle, spins again. Perez gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 30, where he's brought down by a couple of Middies. Down there right now is Aaron Nem, the freshman defensive lineman. So he's looks to be the tallest kid the Middies can find out there. So it'll be 2nd and 10 now. Motion by the Red Raiders. Splitting them wide to the right and left. Shotgun snap for Casey. He's going to hand it off. He runs past the Middies defense. He gets tripped up and tackled by number 2, Benjamin DeJesus, but not before he gets the ball out to about the 36-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and about 3 for the Red Raiders here with 2:23 to go in the 3rd quarter and counting here at Beaudry Field. Getting the play call from, I believe, Joe Harris. Shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off again. They're going to gouge the Middies. Oh, he gets stopped short. He stopped to make a cut, and they just wasn't quick enough. At the bottom of that pile is Owens Arister again. He's going to stop him a yard short, a long yard, maybe a yard and a half. So it'll be 4th down and a long 1.5. Red Raiders are switching some personnel. Casey coming off, so they are going to punt. Looks like, oh, I think they just gave him a towel. I thought he was giving him the play card. Number 11 for the Red Raiders jogging back onto the field. Seth Lai, 6'2", 190, tight end. He's going to be one of the 3 blockers in front of the punter, who looks to be number 3, Joshua Awankwa. And that's a bad punt. That's out of bounds, probably at the Middies 45. No, they're going to mark it at the 47. He's still moving. Looked like the 46, then it looked like the 47. Now it's going to be at the Middies 48, 1st and 10 Middies here at Beaudry Field. So with 58 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Middies trail 16-0. They need to get their offense going right here, right now. And now as the Middies come to the line, they're playing with the football. Referee has picked it up. Did the Middies not toss in a football? Is that what we're waiting for? No, they put it back down. So if there was a ball confusion, some ball confusion, it is no more. Side judges get back to their positions. Oh, he overthrows number 12 again. Kyle Lozano. Kyle Lozano needs to get up to be about 6'5" to catch that pass. He had some room to run, but it was going to be a 1 or a 2 yard gain. If he could have broken some tackles, maybe some more. So it's back to shotgun, Dunker and shotgun. He's put his feet at the 41-yard line. Looking over to Coach Trevor Knight for the call. Steps up, fakes the handoff, throws it, steps. No, he's going to roll out to the right. That's his favorite play. He gets rid of it. He was out of bounds, though. That pass was to number 7 for the Middies. Diego Martinez Perez, the senior wide receiver. And that ball falls incomplete. I don't think he caught it, and I don't think he was in bounds. So it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 48-yard line of the Middies. Dunker pulls the Middies offense back into the huddle as he jogs over quickly to talk to Trevor Knight and get a new play. 44 seconds, and on there, Middies, Red Raiders making a quick change at the end there. Middies make a change, you got to let the defense make the same change, and they're going to play up on man. Was he offsides? Yep, offsides. The defensive back came up to play the wide receiver, and his foot was over the line of scrimmage. So it's offsides, Red Raiders, 5-yard penalty. Ball will be placed at the Red Raiders 47-yard line. 3rd down and 5, Middies. 41 seconds to go. Boyle, a defensive coordinator, a defensive-minded player himself, and former defensive coordinator at Bentley, cannot be happy about that mistake by his players. Vigent makes sure he's onside. Medes take the shotgun snap. Quick out there, quick pass. And a personal foul penalty will be called against the Red Raiders. Owens Arista jumped up to make the catch, could not make it, and got popped by Joshua Amankwa after the whistle. He helped Arista back up. I don't know that he necessarily intended it, but intent is not factored into the rules on this. So it will be 1st and 10 Middies. 37 seconds to go in the third quarter. Ball is at the Red Raider 32. Dunker jogs back to the huddle, gives his players the call. First one up to that line is number 3, Owens Arista. Chad Vigent to this near side, twins to the far side. I think Jethro Jackson's out there. He fakes it again. He takes it himself. He's going to go around it. He cuts it up the middle. First down, Middies. Let's see where they place the ball. I think it's going to be at the 21-yard line, but we'll have to wait for the spot. And it is 1st and 10 Middies, ball at the 21 of the Red Raiders. 20 seconds and counting in the third quarter. Middies trailing by 16-0 here at Beaudry Field, looking for their first home win. Middies are 2-3. Red Raiders are 0-5. Middies going to hustle to the line. They get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I think the quarter's going to end before they get the snap off. They don't even try. They just look to the sidelines, and they're happy to go to the fourth quarter, trailing 16-0, not trying to get that one first down or special play as they enter the fourth quarter. Will that prove beneficial? Will that prove lethal to the Middies' drive here? We shall soon find out. So at the end of 3 quarters complete, it's Lowell Red Raiders 16, Dracut Middies nothing, here at Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School. And so the Middies jog out to off the sidelines, out of their huddle, directly to the line of scrimmage. Red Raiders are already out there in formation. Officials look at Dunker. Are you ready? Yes, sir. Let's get going. And we'll open the fourth quarter. Low snap, fake handoff. He looks again, needs to get rid of the football. He steps up, he steps through, he steps across the 20. He's thrown out of bounds by number 7. Stephen Mani Wanash. I think the M is silent. A 5'10", 230-pound linebacker. Junior. So ball was out at the 20. Gain of about 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 8 for the Middies with 11:50 to go. Knight talking to the referee, trying to get some type of call or some type of explanation. I don't know if it's throwing my man out of bounds. Why? Man in motion. Snap. Handoff. Dunker keeps the ball. He's going to get back to about the 20. No, inside the 20 to about the 19 with his long legs. Gain of about 1. Should be 3rd and 7 now for the Middies. 11:36 and counting in the fourth quarter. Middies need to score now. Need to show some urgency. Ball just inside the 19-yard line. Heel of the football at the 19. What is Trevor Knight calling? Middies receivers are not having much luck, if any luck, catching anything. Blitz is coming. He runs out of it. Number 54 doesn't have him. He's got wide open pavement. He's got the first down and more. He's inside the 10, inside the 5-yard line before he gets bumped out of bounds by the Red Raiders defense. 1st and goal Middies. 10:56 to go in the fourth quarter. Nice play by Dunker there. He had 2 blitzers coming from his blind side. Saw the first, weaved out. The second one tried to cut him off. He managed to square dance around him, get to the edge where nobody from the Red Raider defense was anywhere near anything other than the goal line. Gets the first down. Another positive play from Dunker. First and goal. Ball on the 5. Shotgun formation. 1 wide receiver to the wide side. Dunker moving people around. That's number 3. Owens Arista. He fakes it in again. He's going to try and duke and dunk. He's going to get thrown for a loss at the 15. Loss of about 10. And number 5 does for the Red Raiders. Samuel Ansa does a backflip up, showing some athleticism. So Dunker can use his athleticism, but the Red Raiders are not without it on their sideline either. The problem for the Middies is their only goal is the goal line. Red Raiders have plenty of real estate behind the Middies line that they can deal with. But now, in a condensed field, the Middies offense needs to find some size, needs to find some fight, needs to get in the battle. Snap, Dunker's going to take it, he gets outside, he's looking again, he throws the ball away. He had a receiver down there, so it won't be grounding. That's Andrew Berrios, who was open, but that pass was weak at best. And who's down on the field? Is that Dunker? It is. Dunker remains on the field. That's not a good sign for the Middies. He's limping off the sidelines, ankle or knee injury, not quite sure. Middies going to call a timeout. It's an official's timeout instead. So he's going to have to come off the field for a play. So who is going to be the quarterback for the Middies? You got 2 coaches throwing the football around. Nope. Chad Vigent's going to be the quarterback, it looks like. Vigent, the varsity catcher for Coach Steve Talbot, is going to come in and be a quarterback. If you look at his roster spot, you see that he's listed as a quarterback, wide receiver, and defensive back. So he's going to fill out the full line. Looking, mom's on the sideline. Dad must be at a hockey game. Merker, you're missing it. And Vigent calls the plays from the shotgun. 3rd down and 11. Hands it off. And they try to go inside, they try to go outside. And they threw the Middies back to the ground. That was number 2, Benjamin DeJesus. So he loses some more yards, I believe. No, they're going to put the ball at the 11-yard line. So right back to the original line of scrimmage, I believe. 4th down. Vigent remains in at quarterback. He gets the play from Trevor Knight. That shows some Vigent toughness. Maybe he can channel his grandfather, Big Duke Garland. He steps back. Vigent runs out. He's going to get sacked on 4th down. No receivers open. He ran out to the right side. Number 1 was the only receiver out there, Jethro Jackson, but he was in the end zone. He had nothing going. And so the Middies take 2 consecutive sacks, turn it over on downs. Ball will be placed at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Red Raiders, 8:49 to go in the 4th quarter. I'll do all the explaining, Mike. I know that I talked to Dana. She doesn't understand much football, she said. That or Coach Bob Rudolph can explain it to you when you get home. Coach Rudolph is a dear family friend of the Garland and Vision families and a former Dracut High School football coach. from the day. Shotgun snap. Casey hands it off to 1. Perez spins, gets to about the 29-yard line, gain of about 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up, 8:38 and counting here in the 4th quarter. Middies need to get a turnover, get a touchdown, or 2 really, and make the Red Raiders fearful. Casey looks back. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a wide receiver wide open. He's over the 40, down to about the 30 before he's tackled. Number 12, number 15 it looks like on the catch. Colin Christensen, the 6'3", 185-pound tight end with the first down reception and more. Ball's placed at the 28-yard line of the Middies. 1st and 10, Red Raiders. Casey shotgun. False start. Oh, what do we have? Timeout. Looks like we have a timeout. Trevor Knight's walking briskly out there, so I think he called it. That would be his first of the evening. He's got 2 timeouts remaining according to the scoreboard. Needs to calm his players down after that big gain. About a 53-yard gain, I believe. So Boyle talking to his charges. Trevor Knight out with his defensive coordinator talking to his charges. Looking down at the sidelines, Evan Dunker trying to jog it off after getting a quick tape job, it looks like, on his shin. So Red Raiders back to the huddle. Casey in shotgun formation. Perez behind him. Looks like a direct eye. No, Perez is not the back. 3 was the back. He's going to throw it out wide. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Nope, incomplete pass. He ran before he got it in his hands. That was number 3, Josh Amankwa. A lot of vowels, not too many consonants. So the favorite target appears to be Amankwa now for Casey. Now it looks to be number 1 will be behind him. Anthony Perez is the single back. 12 is wide to this side. That's Josh Boucher. Takes it, handoff. Middies come back around. They take down Perez. He's dropped at about the 29-yard line, and we've got an injured Red Raider lineman down. It looks to be number 54. Emmanuel Trinidad, 6'2", 250-pound tackle. Looks like he's reaching for his ankle. And the training staff for the Red Raiders comes out to check on him. Middies will stay in formation. In an injury, you can't jog to the sidelines. And apparently the Middies are going to be called for holding on the play. So they're going to march them down. That'll be a first down for the Red Raiders. So wasted opportunity there. Ball will be placed at about the 12 or 13-yard line. Looks to be the 12. It's inside all the circles for lacrosse and soccer that are played here at Dracut Stadium, Beaudry Field. So they'll take it. His replacement is the big man, number 75, Mamade Kamara, 6'3", 6 foot tall, 350-pound tackle. And that's exactly where he will play. Take that back. He will play right guard, I believe. False start, number 71. Anthony Flores, I think, 5'10", 250, will be called for the, false start there. March him back, 5. Ball will be placed now at the 17-yard line. Remains 1st and 15 for the Red Raiders, 7:03 and counting. Meady's defense kind of fidgeting around, waiting for the Red Raiders offense to get set. Single back set appears to be Perez behind Casey, the quarterback. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Now he comes set even. They're going to hand it off to Perez. Is he going to get around end? He cuts it up the middle. He cuts it around and through. He's still fighting. He's going to get the first down and a little more before he's met by the Middies, who push him back. But let's see on the spot where they're going to go. And, we got a fight brewing here, back at the line of scrimmage. Middies aren't going to take it. Number 23, Jonathan De Silva, the defensive lineman, stood his ground. Let's see if there's a penalty flag on that, or they're just going to let boys be boys. Nope, there's a flag on the field. I see it. We got offsetting person. Oh, they're calling Trevor Knight out to the field. Is this an ejection? And Knight's not happy. The official is putting his hands out towards Trevor Knight's chest, trying to explain himself. Knight does not look happy necessarily. Let's wait for the official signal. Personal foul called against the Middies. Automatic first down, I believe. And so they'll place the ball at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 1, it appears, for the Red Raiders. And so for all the things that have happened in this game, a personal foul on the Middies for standing up for themselves, I believe, is called. Casey under. He hands it off to Perez. Perez spins out of a tackle. Touchdown, Red Raiders. Expand the lead to 24 now. 24-0. 5:19 to go in the 4th quarter here at Beaudry Field on the campus of Dracut High School. Red Raiders celebrating. Middies dropping their heads. And so, 2-point conversion. Nope. PAT kick pending from number 8. Ben Durkin fakes it. He's going around end. He gets pushed out of bounds. Try no good. So the score will remain 22 Red Raiders. Oh, and we got another scrum. Flags are in the air. Middies coming to their players. Officials putting their hands on the Middies players, pushing them back to the sidelines. Coaches out there too, pulling their players back. Boyle out there as well. His players walking back to the sidelines. Trevor Knight's out there looking at the official, looking for an explanation. Boyle around that. Trevor Knight and Boyle meet at the 20-yard line, talk it over, pat each other on the back, and they're going to let this game play on. Both men are people that I have respect for at this point. Boyle gathers his players around him. Still waiting for the officials to mark off penalties, or are we just going to play it? Referee goes over, puts his hands on Boyle's shoulders. He's talking to him at the 28-yard line. Not sure what we're going to see here. Well, I expect penalties. That much we can be assured of, offsetting or otherwise. I can tell you that Dunker's got his shoulder pads and jersey off, so he's not coming back into this game. Looks like number 16 is warming up for quarterback. That would be Isaiah Sawyer. Well, no, Lyric De Leon, 18. So Vigent apparently will go back to the wide receiver position. So ball is placed down at the 40. They're still talking to Scotty Boyle. Still waiting to see. Oh, they're marking a penalty off against the Red Raiders, so they're going to mark it, push it from the 40 back to the inside the 30, back to about the 25-yard line. They're going to put it down at the 25. So that was a personal foul penalty against the Red Raiders. Ball will be away. So the deep men are at the Middies 20 now. Up backs, up first line of defense is at the Red Raider 37-yard line. Let's see what we get here. Buses have pulled up to the gates for the Red Raiders to take them out of here quickly if they need be. Kick is away. It's a strong kick. Ball drops at the 35-yard line. Picked up by the Middies. That looks like Owen French. He's going to the wide side. He gets across there. He's thrown out of bounds again. Sort of looks like the hammer throw, the way the Red Raiders are throwing the Middies backs out of bounds. And so who's coming out at quarterback? Lyric is still on the sideline, so it won't be him. So it must be Chad Bidgen going to be out there at quarterback. Yep, looks to be Bidgen. He's jogging out. He's going to put his feet on the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 middies. 5:11 to go in the 4th quarter. Trying to jet them off sides. Quick hitter to Owen French. No gain. So ball will be placed. He was at his feet were at the 40. They're going to mark him down, I believe, at the 40-yard line. So loss of about 5 on the play. 2nd and 15 for the middies. 4:48 to go and counting. Clock is running here in the 4th quarter. Middies haven't shown enough fight or offensive firepower to come back from this, so it appears the Red Raiders will win their first game of the 2024 season. Middies will drop to 2-4 on the season, unless Bidgen has a magic up his sleeve. He hands off again to Owen French. He's taking it up the middle. He gets back to about the 44-yard line, I believe, so it'll be 3rd and 11. Bidgen jogs over to get the next play. And yes, the ball will be placed just outside the 44, just inside the 45. No, ball's at the 45 now. Clock remains running. Middies in no hurry to get to the line of scrimmage. Appear to be accepting their fate. Chad Bidgen at quarterback. Right foot forward, left foot back. Fakes the handoff. He's going to take it outside. He's going to get sacked. No, he's going to break out of that. He's going to tuck it and run. He gets pushed out of bounds at about the 44-yard line, 43 maybe, by number 7 for the Red Raiders. Stephen Wanesh. Triple play name there. So ball's out to the 44-yard line. 4th and 11 for the middies. 3:21 in counting. No, 3:21 clock is stopped on the out of bounds. Number 52 jogs in for the middies on the offensive line. That's Augustin Boateng. Time out, Red Raiders. That's their first of the half. They have 2 remaining. Middies have 1 remaining with 3:21 to go. Coach is talking on both sides. Middies jog back to the huddle. Need 11 to keep their drive going. Dracut Access Television will be back here tomorrow night for some Pop Warner action at 6 o'clock. The 9U Dracut Middies will take on the 9U Lowell Red Raiders. Punting away now is a big man. Oh, that's a nice high kick. It's not going anywhere. The Red Raiders call poison. They let the ball roll, and it will roll down to about the 19-yard line. The punt was made by number 77, Bernardo Freitas, the junior defensive lineman, offensive lineman. Put some weight behind that kick. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders. Ball's at the 19-yard line. 3:05 to go in this game. Middies need to get a stop. So, shotgun formation. Looks like Casey still remains at quarterback. He fakes he gives the handoff, breaks another tackle. Almost a first down there by the Red Raiders, who carried the ball. And it appears the ball carrier appears to be number 3, Joshua Amankwa. He has a problem getting up, so they're going to swap him out, bringing in a new running back. That looks to be number 7, Stephen Mani Wanesh. I apologize for the butchering of names. The Lowell roster is in about 4-point type for those of us who have ever worked presses. Shotgun formation. Single back set. Man in motion, hands off to number 7. He's going to, does he get the first down? Yes, I think he gets the ball out to the 20. So Wanesh gets the first down after a gain of about a yard. 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line for the Red Raiders. Trevor Knight is playing the get-back coach, so apparently that red line we see on the set, red and black line it looks like, is the get-back line. Only the coaches can stand inside of that. And the Red Raiders will kneel on the ball with 54 seconds to go, and they're going to let the clock run out on offense. And the Red Raiders will leave Beaudry Field with their first win of the season. They'll improve to 1-5 on the seasons. The Middies will drop to 2-4 on the season. Middies next week will be away. Let me check the schedule and figure out who they'll be playing.
And that's the game, folks, with the Lowell Red Raiders winning 22-0 here at Beaudry Field.
Still can't find it. There it is. Middies will return to action next Friday night at 7 p.m. at Haverhill Stadium against the Haverhill Hillies. 2 weeks from now, on Friday, November 1st, we'll be back here at Beaudry Field as the Tingsboro Tigers invade Beaudry Field to take on your Dracut Middies. For Dracut Access Television, I'm Mark Nichols. Thank you for watching tonight's MVC action from Beaudry Field, where the final is Lowell High Red Raiders 22, Dracut Middies 0. You're watching Dracut Access Television. Thank you and good night.